Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to talk about the sun, astrologically speaking. Thank you very much for being here, your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, and a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. So, the sun. The sun is perhaps what most people know about their own natal chart, and it represents the nature and elements of the sun. It's always something that you pay attention to. It's always something that people tend to follow. Major part of civilizations throughout the world and history have maintained a track of the sun, the degrees. That's why you have days and hours, because hours comes from Horus, which is the Egyptian god of the sun, or the name that they gave the sun in that specific time, in a specific part of the sky, in a specific time and space. Right? But the sun is always something that people see from you, and what you, not what, but how you see others' suns as well. Especially if you have a mutable sun, you process a lot, even subconsciously, others' suns' characteristics. Alright? And that makes even the name makes sense. Others' suns, okay? Because it's the spirit creates the sun, and the sun is a creation. You know what I'm saying? A cub in Portuguese, the word for a cub is cria, creation, criação, creation in Portuguese, okay? Cria, all right? Creation. So you are not your sun. Many people that don't know astrology, don't know spirituality, they think they are their sun. They think they are their thoughts, they think they are their wants, they think they are their actions, they think they are some of their feelings, because people that don't know their natal chart, they spend a lot of time paying attention to the external realm, but they keep allowing subconscious influences to come and affect those things because they don't know their moon, sign, Mars, south node, north node. All that involves the subconscious nature. So many people think they are the sun, and they are always acting using their sun on some subconscious traps per se. So knowing your sun is important, but I like to say knowing your moon is a bit more important, because it allows you to understand what subconscious things, actions, reactions are coming to your awareness, aka your sun. Okay, so that was a little bit of an intro about what is the sun. So right now, let's talk about some key words about the sun. Paying attention, receiving attention, what you like to be paying attention for. Like, you might be very good at one thing, but you want to receive attention from another thing. That's okay. Then another thing, things you like to be entertained by and things you like to entertain. Also your actions, your expressions, your wants, your worldviews. All right, all of that is the sun, and most importantly, your individuality and the expression of your individuality. So the sun rules Leo, and it rules the 5th house, and it is exalted in the 1st house, it falls in the 7th house, it doesn't like to be in the 11th house and Aquarius, but I always like to say that the opposition between Leo and Aquarius is the best opposition, because both Leos and Aquarius are very, very much about individuality, expressing your individuality, making sure others know about your individuality, and causing an impact with your individuality. Leo in a more personal circumstance, Aquarius in a more worldwide circumstance. So I like to say that the sun doesn't like to be in Aquarius, but it can be beneficial because it helps you clear your spiritual path. It helps you see or pay attention to really unique and individual people, places, or things, and that's what you want the most. But then it doesn't like to be there because it might be too dry, too limited, too limiting, or too much pressure, or not enough personal contact. Because the sun also deals with your emotions. It's not the representation of your emotions, but like I said, some subconscious aspects get expressed through the sun. And the sun is basically what you use to express your Mars, Venus, Moon. So knowing your sun is very important because all of your other alignments get filtrated through your sun, moon, rising, and Saturn. Alright? But Saturn is such on a big scale, it's more of a lifetime, or on your Saturn returns, like big cycles type of realization. Then, the sun doesn't like to be in Aquarius or Capricorn or Scorpio or Taurus. Alright? And the sun loves to be in Leo, Aries, and also in Sagittarius. Sun is really about that fire, that expression, creating an image, either in a drawing or when you're telling an event to somebody else and you are picturing yourself in a certain way. That's all the sun. Alright? And that means, by the sun ruling Leo, that means that naturally everybody likes to be fixed in their own way, to pay attention, or in their own type of thing that makes them feel a certain way, that makes them feel validated, entertained, or loved, because then Leo and the sun misunderstand Pisces. Alright, so it's kind of, they might be receiving attention and they start to feel love. They might not even love that person, but just feeling loved can fool, or you doing somebody that makes a Leo feel love can trick the Leo. Alright, you might not even like the Leo, but you know how to make the Leo feel validated. Boom, you can sweep it around. You know what I'm saying? Then, oh yeah, sun ruling Leo in the 5th house means that naturally everybody in this planet likes to pay fixed attention to things that resonate with their own actions, worldviews, that everybody likes to express themselves, or that should be the natural flow of things, because nowadays, especially because Saturn is in Aquarius for a long time already, you see kind of a sacrifice of self-expression. People being banned left and right. But, oh yeah, that's actually a great video. I will do that video eventually, not right now, because right now we're talking about the sun, which is about individuality and the expression of your individuality, how you see the world, how you see others' worlds, and how you see yourself in the world as well, okay? On a more personal scale, because Saturn is also about that, but on a worldwide scale. Like I said earlier, because Saturn rules Aquarius, and that makes sense. So, Saturn doesn't like to be Saturn. The sun doesn't like to be in Capricorn as well, because it's also that Saturnian energy, too internal, too much limits, too much boundaries, too much responsibilities, too much pressure, too much calculating the future. And the sun likes to be in the present, because the sun is like paying attention to something right now. That's like, then Aquariuses can pay too much attention to the future and kind of perturb that flow of energy. Alright? And the sun can also represent your vitality in conjunction with Mars as well, because Mars is the source of your vitality. Sun is the expression or the consequence, the reflection, the materialization of your vitality. Alright? So positive points of the sun: shining bright, being a center of attention, being like a lighthouse, being like a guiding light, being warm to others, being very entertaining, being very easy to entertain, be enjoyable, being exciting, being clear in your perspectives about the world. Negative sides of the sun: claiming too much attention, throwing shadow on others, depicting the wrong image about others so your image can receive more attention and more light. And I forgot that, but very important to know about the sun is the things that you pay attention to grow. So whatever you are using your sun, whatever you want, whatever you are acting on, whatever you are thinking in a fixed way about or imagining in a fixed way about, that will grow. Alright? And if you want to know more about your sun or about your natal chart, I do natal chart readings and tarot readings as well. You can contact me using the Instagram on the description down below. No, you have to use the LinkTree to reach my Instagram, or you can send me an email using the email on the description down below. By the way, go ahead, check my Linktree and check my beautiful partner Daria's Linktree as well. She got also spiritual and astrological content and more. Moving on, negative aspects of the sun: claiming too much attention, throwing shadow on others, downsizing others' lights, others' images, and others' individuality to make your looks look bigger. Actually, Aquariuses use a lot that negative side of the sun, but Leos as well. But I'm here talking about picking and choosing. They both do that, right? Being too much expressive. Sometimes you have to not express something or express in a certain way, in a calculated way, and the sun can just express that too much. And that's what it means for the sun to be exalted in Aries. You express too much your new feelings and your new visions. You should be fixed a bit more about them before you expressing them. And then the falling side of the sun can be also negative, which is in order to maintain a source of validation or love or whatever, you sacrifice your individuality, or you can pay more attention to your relationships, to what they want and what they need, and you don't pay enough attention to yourself. And then they grow because whatever you pay attention to grows. So if you are paying more attention to them, they are growing more spiritually. So in a relationship, you have to pay more attention to yourself so you grow, and then they grow. Because if you only pay attention to themselves, to your relationships, they grow and you don't grow, and then you part ways, and it feels weird, and it feels like they took energy from you. But that's for the Sun in Libra video, okay? Other than that, negative aspects of the Sun: trying to control where others' attention is going into, being the one, trying to be the one always, and getting too fixed on your worldviews and not allowing somebody else to show you something different. I was about to say better, but not even. Sometimes just different. The sun can be like, no, I'll not change where I'm casting my light. I'll stay here forever. That might be a negative trait as well. So, thank you very much for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated once again. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop that like and share with your family and friends, because one way to improve the world is to make everybody aware of their own capabilities and tools, especially from the subconscious realm, because today's society does not have much touch with the subconscious realm, and that's a bigger part of ourselves than the conscious realm. So shout out to the subconscious community as well, and shout out to everybody out there changing the world right now by being themselves and by showing to the world and to themselves as well that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. Thank you very much for watching once again, and this is Cloud Surfer is surfing out. Bye.